What up, fam? It's your boy, Boy 2024, streaming to you live once again. Yeah, I thought I'd do kind of like another fun video. Yo, this Ariana Grande situation is just crazy. It's just crazy. Yeah, I want to do like a fun video because there's so much to be said. But all I'll say is we had an election recently. People definitely have some blues, some post-election blues, especially if you voted blue. You know, you're feeling the blues. So I wanted to do just kind of like a fun video, maybe take people's minds off of things. Gigi's here. Gigi's actually right here. I have her on guard duty because as you've probably seen in some of my recent videos, I'm just chilling, but this character, this entity, the Slender Man, keeps invading my videos, keeps like trying to ruin my life, terrorizing me, etc. But I've got Gigi here. She's on guard duty, so everything's cool. Everything's cool. But yeah, no, Gigi and me, like we're kind of beefing. I don't want to get too into it, but yeah, let's just say that she and I, we may have voted for opposing candidates in this election, and yeah, neither one of us is happy about how things kind of turned out. I don't think anyone's happy about this election, but yeah, we kind of butted heads over that. I'm not going to get too into that, but that's there's plenty to be said about that. But yeah, that's anyway. But yeah, this Ariana Grande situation is just crazy because I only mentioned her like once in a video because I was talking about what was it? It was the Joker 2 video where I talked about how musicals are almost always gonna bomb, and then I was like, oh, maybe Wicked will do well, like who knows? But like that has the star power of Ariana Grande. And then, so I swear I only mentioned her like that one time, but then I'm getting all these DMs and everyone's asking me like, Slender Boy, we keep hearing about your like unhealthy obsession with Ariana Grande. I'm like, how did you know? How did you know? How did you know? Who told you? Who told you? I never mentioned that. Chat, how do you know so much about me? How do you know everything about me, chat? Yeah, it's true. It's true. I have an unhealthy condition. When like in a Looney Tunes cartoon where like the pupils in the eyes just turn into giant hearts and they just go woo, they just like completely lose their minds, these characters like that's kind of me with Ariana Grande. I just like lose all common sense. I just completely go insane head over heels for I've been obsessed with her. I've been obsessed with her since her Victorious days. The true Ariana, I'm calling you out, all you Ariana Grande fans. Did you watch her show? Huh? Did you watch her Nickelodeon show back in the day? circa, I don't know, 2011 or so? Yeah, it's so funny to me because it's like I'm coming in from the opposite perspective where a lot of people who are now fans of her music after she like blew up, they'll like go back and be like, oh, really? She was like a side character on this like old Nickelodeon TV show. And like that's where they're coming from, and where I'm coming from is like I grew up on that shit. I'm like that's how I know Ariana Grande, from that show. And so when her music blew up, I was like kind of looking at that like, oh wow, Cat Valentine, like she's like big now, like holy shit, I never expected that. I mean I'm really happy for her. Don't get me wrong, but like. Seriously, watch that show. That show was so good because it had such a great cast in general. Everyone on that show is great. So like, yeah, I'm not surprised that Ariana blew up the way that she did. I don't know. I guess I'm kind of like, why her? Why only her? You know what I mean? Like everyone on that show was so funny and talented, both, and like that was so hard. I don't want this to become a Victorious video. I'm sorry. I'll probably do a video on Victorious at some point because I love that show. I have a lot to say about it. But you guys know me. I'm obsessed with Nickelodeon. Like going back to my childhood, like all of those shows. Hey Arnold, Rugrats, SpongeBob, like all that shit is ingrained in my brain. And so is Victorious. But anyway, but yeah, that was hard to pull off because unlike other shows, unlike your generic sitcom, right? The whole premise of Victorious is like they're all students at this special school for performers, Hollywood Arts, and so it wasn't just you had to find like young attractive people to be in your show. They also had to be good actors, and they also had to sing. Do you know how hard that is to get all those factors, all those perfect elements in place? So all those people had to be like talented in multiple ways. And they were, as you saw, like Ariana Grande. She wasn't just a good actress on that show; she was a good singer, and she completely blew up. And now she's in Wicked, and now she's a movie star too. Holy shit! So good for her. Good for her. But yeah, I haven't looked at the numbers. Wicked just came out. I haven't seen it yet. I do definitely want to see it. I'm very curious how it's going to do. I think it's gonna rock the box office. I really do, because again, it's such a popular book slash play slash everything. And then Ariana Grande, she's still relevant. Her music is still blowing up. So I think the movie's going to do really well. I plan to see it at least 10 times because I'm obsessed with Ariana Grande. I've seen every episode of Victorious like 100 times. I'm obsessed with that show too. So like this is just a continuation of that. But yeah, I have to mention the elephant in the room. Can we just kind of get to the elephant in the room real quick? So one thing that watching Ariana Grande's videos, after she took off as like a musical performer and everything, one thing that I noticed, which is really really cool. So if you watch, I mean, it depends on the music video, obviously, but if you watch some of her earlier music videos, like right after she did Victorious, let's say, she used a lot of her co-stars. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before, but yeah, it's really cool. Like she would have people come on. You'd be watching like her music video, and then it's like, oh, like the boyfriend character. Oh, that's Robbie from Victorious, or like the girl who played Jade, Elizabeth Gilles. I can never pronounce her name, but yeah, she's in a lot of videos too. So and like that's really cool. So like obviously she maintained those friendships, she maintained those connections after the show. She never got like too full, you know what I mean? Like it's just so nice to see, because like she could have totally turned into like a diva. She's like the one. She's the one person from that show who became such a big phenomenon, and she could have let it all go to her head, but she didn't. She never forgot where she came from. That's what that says to me. The fact that she threw a bone to her old co-stars, you know what I mean? Like she let all these people be in her music videos, and she didn't have to do that. You know what I mean? Like I think that's so cool. That's one of the many reasons why I like her so much in general. It's not just that she's beautiful and talented and perfect in every way, but she's like a really cool person. That's what that says to me anyway. But who's not in her music videos? Who's like never ever been in any video with her ever post Victorious? That's where I'm getting. Yeah, we gotta talk about the elephant in the room here, chat. Victoria Justice. Okay, Victoria Justice. Let's like have a moment of silence for Victoria Justice. No, it's like, see, I feel so bad for her. I really do. And she, the star of Victorious, the girl who played Tori Vega. Tori Vega is never in any of Ariana's music videos, and both Ariana and Tori have sworn over and over and over again on social media. They both said up and down, like, no, like we're cool, we're still friends, we stay in touch, we're cool. There's no bad blood. There's no beef. We're not fighting. It's fine. We're friends. That's cap. There's no way. Yeah, I mean, think about it. Like, seriously. And again, like, I feel so bad for Victoria Justice. Like, think about it. Put yourself in her shoes. You're first, I believe, she was a side character in Zoe 101, which I didn't really watch. I know a lot of people love that show. No shade. I never got into it. I was more of a Victorious person. Same thing with like iCarly. A lot of people really like iCarly. That's fine. I just never could. I tried it. I never could get into it even back in the day. Victorious was my show. Sorry. But anyway, Victoria Justice played a side character on Zoe 101, and people really liked her. So people, basically they decided, okay, we'll give you a shot. We'll make a show where you're the star, and it'll be to promote you and your music. And that's what Victorious was. And so she does all of that, and then this girl playing a side character on her show, Ariana Grande, she's the one that blows up. I don't even remember Ariana singing that much on Victorious. I mean, Tori would sing in every single freaking episode, because again, the whole point of the show is to prop up her and her music. But yeah, Ariana, somebody watching was like, oh no, Ariana, like her, give her the record deal. It's like, of course there's gonna be bad blood. Like, of course, like there's no way to walk away from that without there being some hurt feelings. So I just really wonder, what the conversation was like, because I mean, I was just watching another video where let's see, what was it called? I can't remember the name of it, but it's the one where she does like a kind of a tribute to Mean Girls. I'm talking about Ariana Grande again. But like, there's so many people that pop up in that video. Freaking Jade West pops up in the video. The guy who played Robbie pops up in the video. This was the kicker. This was like the the real kick in the groin was the girl who played Tori's older sister on Victorious. Even the sister shows up in that video. And I'm like looking around, I'm like eagle-eyed, I'm looking around like, okay, you know, I'm sure Tori's here somewhere, because her sister's even in this video, right? And it's like, no, Tori's nowhere to be found. So, which is it? Either A, Ariana just didn't invite her, which is a total bitch move. Like, that's not cool. She's sending out invitations to every other person on that freaking show, except like the star of that show. You know, that's not cool. Or maybe Ariana sent out the invitation to Tori, and Tori was basically spit in her eye. I was like, no, you know, screw off. You know, I'm not being in your damn video. You know, in which case Tori's the bitch. Or maybe it's both. Maybe they're both like, you know, I don't know. Or maybe, you know, it's like, but like, there's definitely either way. You know, either scenario. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, there is bad blood. There's no way there's not bad blood. The fact that, like, Tori, you know, if she did say that, if she was like, oh, you know, I wouldn't be comfortable being in your video or whatever, then there's obviously some hurt feelings. There's obviously bad blood, which both have, like, you know, strenuously, vehemently denied over and over again. But, like, there's definitely bad blood. But yeah. I promise I'll get back on. You know, I could talk about Victorious all day. I'm gonna you know, steer the ship away in just a moment, but I wanted to say, I was rewatching a few episodes, okay, and it's so funny that, like, there's stuff you don't pick up on when you're a kid. It's like, and this is a whole other topic, but like, yeah, the producer Dan Schneider, he's under so much fire recently. You know, there's a lot of controversy. I don't even want to. There's a lot you can watch, you know, video essays on the subject. He's a creep. He's a huge creep. He was very inappropriate, and he produced a lot of Nickelodeon shows from my childhood, so it's pretty disturbing actually. But no, all you have to do, episode 8. It's called Survival of the Hottest. And they literally have like a Girls Gone Wild moment. So the whole premise of the episode, it's so inappropriate for like a kid's show, but the whole premise is just like, it's a really, really hot summer day and everyone's like dying of heat stroke, and like they're locked in this van, and you know, and they're like waiting for Kat, because Kat like left the van and didn't come back. She had to pee or something, and everyone else is dying, and they're like slowly stripping off clothes, and like they're all sweating like crazy, and it's really inappropriate. Like, again, all these characters are supposed to be like whatever, 16 or whatever, and but the worst moment is, again, it's like a Girls Gone Wild moment, because Ariana / you know, her character's name was Kat Valentine, but Kat like gets distracted by these cute boys, and they're like, oh, can we like hose you down with these super soakers? And she's like, oh, sure, you know, and she's like jumping up and down, you know, and like they're blasting her with water in the face, and she's like giggling and squealing, and it's like, it's really, I mean, you know, again, like when I was little, you know, when I was their age and I'm watching it back in the day, like I loved it. Obviously I loved Kat Valentine, but like, yeah, it was super inappropriate. Like a middle-aged man wrote that scene. You have to remember, so it does have that like creepy undertone now. Anyway, but yeah, back to Tori. I feel so bad for her. Do me a favor. So I rewatched an episode, episode 11. It was called The Great Ping Pong Scam. Do me a favor. I mean, you know, every episode has kind of like a song performed by Tori, because that's the whole point of the damn show. But no, this one had I remembered it, and I was like, oh, does this hold up? And I rewatched it, and I'm like, yo, this totally holds up. So do me a favor. Either rewatch that episode, or just go to the end of the episode. When she has her big solo, she becomes like a lounge singer. It's a whole thing, because they get stuck at this like fancy restaurant and they can't pay for it, but their lounge singer doesn't show up, so Tori agrees to fill in, essentially, to pay for their meal. And she has this like great solo. It's so good. It's like she's sitting on the piano and, you know, singing, and she's wearing this dress that she stole from Jade. And again, I was like, whoa, this dress, like, this is a Nickelodeon show. This is a show for kids. Like, holy, you know, she crosses her legs. I'm like, oh, holy shit, you know. Back in the day, yeah, I loved it, but yeah, watching it now, I'm like, oh, was this show appropriate for kids? Like, that dress, wow. But anyway, but yeah, please watch. Like her solo performance, her solo of that song is so good. Like, she's so good in that episode, and it only made me feel worse watching it. I'm like, wow. You know, imagine being the star of this show and thinking that your music career is about to take off, and then you immediately fade into obscurity, and like your co-star who played like a minor character who didn't even sing that much on the show, now she's a huge pop star slash movie star, blah blah blah. She's in Wicked, like I mean, there's definitely an alternate timeline where Victoria Justice blew up instead, and she's in Wicked. She's playing Glinda in Wicked right now. You know what I mean? But wait a Gigi? Oh, not cool. Gigi, have you been going through my stuff again? Have you been going through my shit? That's my secret journal from high school. How did you even find that? Oh, not cool, Gigi. Give it up. Come on, let go. Goddamn guinea pig strength. Ah! Oh my god. Oh no, my secret notes. Oh, chat. Oh. Boop, boop. Oh, this is so embarrassing. I can't believe I'm looking at this on stream. Oh my god. What's even here? Oh yeah, that's one of my, I said that was my fave song, Break Free. I just kind of like wrote down the lyrics because I loved it so much. I mean, honestly, thinking about it right now, it's still it's a good song. I think One Last Time, that's probably my favorite song of hers. It's my favorite music video for sure. Oh, and the boyfriend in that music video played by Robbie, wouldn't you know it? From Victorious. That's so cool that she has co-stars in her. Yeah, no. It's so interesting. Like, I don't know. In season, like I mean, they're all still attractive, but it's so funny that like rewatching, it's like season one was when the show peaked, and everyone was like, this was peak Kat Valentine. I mean, Jade, Tori, they all got like less attractive. I don't know what happened. Season 1, they were like at their peak. Season 2, 3, it's like, they're still, don't get me wrong, they're still good looking, but it's like, I don't know. Jade started looking a little worse. Kat started looking a little worse. Tori started looking a little worse. I don't know what happened. Season one, like again, watch that episode I talked about where Tori's the lounge singer. Like she blew me away. Like holy shit, she was a bombshell in that episode. Oh god, this is so embarrassing, and I always thought this was like funny that like if you rearrange the letters, it like C-A-T, Cat, Cat Valentine. Okay, anyway, oh my god, this is and the little heart, Valentine, get it? Like I thought it was so clever back in the day. I wrote her some poetry. Roses are red, violets are blue. You know the rest. There's some more words there. Oh god, this is really embarrassing. This is so embarrassing. Yeah, our honeymoon in Paris. Yeah, she always wanted to see I assume she always wanted to see the Eiffel Tower, and I would like kind of, oh, this is so cringe. I'm so sorry. I can't believe I'm showing this on stream. But yeah, back in the day, I'd have her say something like, "Oh, Slender Boy," Why does Ariana sound like Susan? I can only do like one woman voice. I'm sorry. Oh, Susan. Yeah. Oh, Slender Boy. How did you know that I always wanted to go to Paris? I always wanted to see the Eiffel Tower. Yeah, stick with me, babe. I'll show you the whole world. We're number one. We're the one true pairing. Oh my god. I would do like little dumb voices like that. Back in the day, definitely not recently or anything. Yeah, definitely not recently. What else? Oh yeah, ranking the Victorious babes. Yeah, I mean, let's see. I mean, they're all, people were arguing about, Asuka versus Ray. No. Like, let's talk about the Victorious girls for a second. Yeah, I mean, and again, even I'm doing it. I'm putting down Tori. Like Tori's just kind of basic. Like I know, like Tori's good looking, but like, and then her sister. No one likes her. No one likes her sister Trina. So yeah, Tori, Jade. I mean, Jade is, especially again. I keep going back to season 1, but season 1, Jade West, season 1. Oh my God, she was a bombshell. She had that like perfect, not even, not quite goth, but like that edgy bad girl look going on. Like I was so into it. And then you have Kat Valentine, and yeah, I mean, I guess this was the start of my, humongous bias towards redheads. Either that or Mary Jane Watson in the Spider-Man movies. But yeah, I dated, let's see, post Kat Valentine, I dated 1, 2, 3, let's say 3.5 redheads. I guess I'm sensing a pattern here. 3.5. Yeah, no, there was one girl where, let's just say the carpets didn't match the drapes, if you catch my drift. 3.5 redheads. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, even when I watched the show, I was like, Robbie was like, I guess he was always, pining for Tori. And it's like, bro, it's not going to happen, And like Kat Kat was like right there, dude. Like, what are you doing? Like, why aren't you all about Kat? And then like there's definitely, yeah, I don't like to, like, you know, what's the term on the internet? People will like ship characters. People will like ship Zuko and Katara in Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's like, yeah, I was a shipper for Kat and Robbie for sure. Like, I thought they were a cute couple. You know, I don't know if they ever like that's why I like all these like music videos. She's even like acknowledging it. Ariana Grande is acknowledging the shipping, because like in her music videos now, she has Robbie appear as her, you know, basically her boyfriend in those videos. It's crazy. So basically, real life is just a continuation of Victorious. Ariana's videos are just a continuation of Victorious. That's what I choose to believe. In an alternate universe where Tori does not exist. Tori never went to Hollywood Arts. But yeah, I'm like, yo, dude, like, what are you doing? Like, why are you looking at Tori? She's number 3 on this list. No, you got to look at Kat Valentine, number 1. But yeah, what other cringe-tastic? Oh my gosh, my enemy. Yeah, my enemy. This gentleman. We have to talk about this gentleman here. Pete Davidson, is that his name? Pete Davidson was on SNL. He made a big splash because he was like the youngest cast member ever of SNL. He's like in his 20s or something. I don't know if it's just me, but I've been seeing this dude like everywhere, like in all these movies and shows recently, and people just love him. I don't get it. I mean, I definitely have some bias. I have some bad blood with this guy because he was with Ariana. He was with, like, seriously, look at his list of exes. It's crazy. Kate Beckinsale, Ariana Grande, like a bunch of like bombshell beautiful women have been with this guy. I don't get it. I'm really struggling to see it. I don't like him at all. I mean, unfortunately I've seen a lot of his stuff recently because, again, he keeps popping up in movies and shows. I've never found him funny. I really don't. I mean, he'll just make these like awkward jokes. Like, I saw some skit where he like farted and he was like, safety, you know. It's like almost like Beavis and Butthead, you know. But even they're funnier than him. I don't think he's funny at all. I don't like him at all. He's not good looking at all. I mean, I know looks aren't everything for as far as women are concerned, but like he's like actively unattractive in my opinion. He has like these like big puffy lips. He has like these like, you know, what would I call them? Like these dark circles under his eyes. He has like tanuki eyes. He has like these like raccoon eyes. Like, he's a weird looking guy. I'm sorry. So I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but it's like, again, I'm just saying, for a guy that like dated Ariana Grande, I think they were even engaged. For a guy that dated Kate Beckinsale, I don't get it, man. Does he have like some kind of like, you know, forbidden dark magic riz or something that he made them drink love potion or something? Like, I don't get it. You know, someone explain it to me. This character, Pete Davidson. But yeah, he was my enemy. I hated him for dating Ariana because, you know, I didn't date Ariana. Oh my goodness, NASA. What a tool. Who would wear a NASA sweatshirt? Like, come on. And this isn't even a super recent picture. She actually looks pretty good here. But no, like I was gonna say, like recently, it's so funny. Like let me do like a then and now. Let me do like a then and now. Like, okay, back then, season 1 of Victorious, Ariana, you know, season 3 / you know, present day Ariana, like they could be sisters, maybe cousins, maybe like she doesn't even look, you know. Like, I get it, she's older, but like, oh my god, like everything's different. Yeah, I don't like the hair. I don't like this like obvious fake spray on tan that she's doing. She got rid of that for Wicked. Like, she's back to being pale. I kind of like that, but like, yeah, and she looks great here, but like recently, like Wicked, I've seen the trailers for Wicked and stuff, and like she's so thin. And I'm not trying to body shame, but I'm just like you see like her. You know, again, she looks fine here, but like if she's wearing like this dress in Wicked, you see like her collarbone, you see like her clavicle, you see like her bones. Like, she is like literally skin and bones. It's like, girl, eat a cheeseburger, eat a burger or something. Like, seriously, like she's like too skinny in my opinion. But yeah, I don't know. Again, like, this is so cringe. I'm so sorry I'm revealing all of this. Like, but yeah, back in the day, like, I was crazy about her. I watched Victorious like every day, like forever. And like Robbie was my favorite. You know, if you want my favorite character, Robbie, because again, people would ship her with Kat Valentine. And Robbie was kind of like, you know, I mean, I don't. Yeah, I guess I'm a hypocrite because like I had a similar transformation, you could say, post high school. Like, yeah, high school again. Like, I I identify with Robbie because I was Robbie. I looked like Robbie. Like I had the Jufro, the glasses, the nerdy glasses, the ventriloquist dummy I carried around with me at all times. Like I thought I was the only one that did that, but yeah, Robbie did that. And then I kind of had my glow up, as the kids say, my glow up after high school. I don't look anything like I used to, but yeah, Robbie's whole thing, Robbie's role gave me hope that like, oh, maybe Ariana likes him, so like maybe she, maybe there's hope, and yeah, and like Robbie had Rex, that was the name of the dummy, and Rex was like always really cool. He always had like the sick comebacks and everything. And like he was so much cooler than Robbie, but it's like he was like such a different personality, but like people forgot it's like duh, like he is Robbie. Robbie's voicing him. Robbie's doing that routine, even if it's like a subconscious thing. It's like, yeah, so Robbie. That's what was so cool to me. Is like, yeah, like I mean, hopefully Robbie himself like realizes it one day. But it's like, yeah, dude, you are Rex. Like you think that Rex is so much cooler than you, but it's like obviously you have the ability to make those quips because you're doing it. You're doing it as Rex, but you're still doing it. But yeah, I don't know. This whole thing was a disaster. This is so embarrassing. I can't believe Gigi threw me under the bus like this. I guess we're really beefing now. Especially now that I've launched her into space. But yeah, she deserved it. She revealed my secret notes from high school. This is so embarrassing, especially like this. Oh my God, did I draw this? No, I think I just found a drawing at like a local kindergarten and stole it from a child or something and put it in this notebook. But yeah, here's our honeymoon in Paris. I mean, maybe it'll happen one day. I don't think she called off the engagement with Pete Davidson, thank God. So maybe she's available. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it goes without saying. This is a major hashtag. Don't tell Lizzie. Don't tell my wife. Don't tell anyone. I shouldn't post this. I'm not even gonna post this. Forget it. I'm gonna delete this video as soon as I turn it off. But if anything, if you take anything away from this video, please remember Victorious. It's a pretty good show for a Nick show. Please remember how Ariana used to look. Please remember Victoria Justice. Please, that girl deserves so much more than what she got. I hope she does bounce back one day. I hope she gets another show or another opportunity in some form. But she was great. Please watch her little duet, or excuse me, her little solo in episode 11 of season 1, because she was so freaking good. And she deserved. I don't think she ever got recognition for that episode, and she deserved it because she really knocked it out of the park. So yeah. Before I embarrass myself any further, let's cut this off.